be pretty good. That should be good enough. 140, yeah, it's back to 1 megabit per second. That's updating. You know what? I'll go to Krunker really quick for something to play. Right now, there's not really an issue with this. The stream is looking pretty good. I'll video capture, display capture device. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh fuck. God damn. Oh man. Everything's just been wild, man. Nothing but wild shit's been happening right now. For those of you guys who haven't noticed, the computer build is coming next month. Most of it, at least. I'm gonna be getting the 6500 XG, some other good card stuff. I was gonna try to get something better, but you know the pricing is just now starting to go down a bit, which is pretty good. And then Nvidia decided to drop a bombshell on us like a few days ago, which is quite annoying because now I know the card market's just gonna go back up. Like I thought, like after a month of no one like fucking buying AMD cards would be a thing, and then they just come out with a really inefficient card. As long as talking about in like 3 months there's gonna be a new line of graphics cards on the market, so we're gonna have another graphics card shortage, I think. Meaning we have a big fucking mess here. Also, I forgot my password to my aim trainer, so I have to log back in on that. So I haven't been playing first-person shooters much anymore, or Minecraft in general. So, I always get fucking messages every time someone comments on something. It's like, why does that never work fully? Like, it just happens, you know? Okay, fuck this shit, dude. My computer's notifications are like the greatest thing ever. The webcam is pretty great. I looked at cameras the other day for like vlogging and shit, and getting some stuff prepared for the work band, which is gonna be insane to do. It's gonna be expensive though. Since it's older, it's gonna need reverse camera and some other technology for it to be cleared. For it. Which this wouldn't have been an issue like 2 years ago when I started, but now it is an issue. And it's just a bunch of legalities you have to worry about, but it's not gonna be it's not gonna be a direct issue for me. It's just gonna affect how I play the game and stuff. But it isn't gonna affect how I travel and shit, you know. Like, it's still gonna be a bit expensive to do. No matter what you do, it's gonna be expensive to do. I don't know what they're expecting to do with it in the future. I do know that I do have to have some safety requirements to meet it, which wasn't a thing 2 years ago. You didn't have to have the technology you do now. Now you need like a backup camera and shit for if you're wanting to do this. And every time you wanna do stuff, you need your CPL, which is gonna be a pain in the ass next year. But next year I'll be able to qualify for one, so I'm not worried. What was an issue like last year, like 2 years ago, you could do this under the age of 18, right? And now it's like I have to wait a year before I can get back started. But when that happened, I'm happy to do it. Like I think it was December that they changed their thing where you have to be over 18, which is obviously not the worst, right? Like, that just have to wait till I turn 18 and get started again. But this is something that you could do without CDL until they decide, you know what, let's increase the workload. And then change it to where you have to be 18. Which is actually part of the law. They're doing with the tobacco shit, where you have to be 21 to buy tobacco and shit. It's literally just an issue with the country, right? They're changing, like, the restrictions you have to be to get certain stuff. And a lot of, like, stores are having issues filling up positions now because, they're not able to get cheap employees now, which is like, you know, whenever you're like 15, 16, you'll do anything for work, and then now that like like my job specifically is like something that you have a car for, and then the van's not working, and then you have plans and stuff, and it's just gonna be wild. It's gonna be a wild next year. I need to get another work van, one that's more fuel efficient, because I don't think with $5 per gallon is fucking insane here. Alright, it's hard to fucking work out of a van if you're constantly buying gas. And it's not like I'm getting reimbursed for it. They're actually really bad about reimbursing employees for gas. Like, you'll get maybe like $100 back for your gas. Hearing stuff like Get Upside might be great. That might be a way I can slowly reimburse myself with Acorns, which I've heard just kind of invest fair change, which since I'm constantly having to get gas, it's gonna be wild. It is gonna be wild. You're gonna be needing like you're gonna have to get something to make some money, because shit, it's gonna be fucking wild. I'm thinking of if I can get a place in a city where it's well qualified, I can actually start like my own little power plant, I guess. Those that don't know, you guys can actually get paid for providing energy to the power grid. So if you're producing electricity for the power grid, you guys can make some decent money. It's pretty good to do it with solar panels. I mean, yeah, it's only like maybe like $3, $4 a day, but if you guys just get small solar panels, you know, you'll provide enough money. I mean, you get paid for it at least. The government will pay you for that shit. So, you know, if you can produce power, find a way to produce power to the power grid. Go ahead. Do that. You guys can get money, but it's only available in some places of the country, not all of it. Like here, we have hydroelectricity from a dam and stuff, so it's like we don't really need solar as much because we already have a decently efficient way of getting energy, but you know, for some reason, you guys want to make some money, like decent money a year for free. Drop like $300 on a solar panel, hook it up to go through the procedures to make it to where it can make you money, and you'll have some money to do. I'm not a big fan of that though. Also, new microphones coming in soon. I have some videos planned. I have other stuff planned. I need to get the new computer stuff done next month, along with some other good furniture stuff. The new computer is coming around the time of the new van. So basically, you're just dropping the money on the van, putting in some stuff. I'm gonna try to scrap around like a few $100, and then I want to see if I can fix my brother's car so he doesn't have to borrow stuff. Since my brother owns like his Dodge Durango and stuff, it's like, yeah, cool. But I don't own one, so it's like, cool. The only thing you really have that I use was a old van, which I used for my work for like a year, and that thing gets like 5 miles to the gallon. So you already okay. I don't know if this is an issue with the website. I think it is just an issue with the website here, but I want to talk about that Also, I have some scripting and hacking lessons and shit I've been doing secretly, which I guess it's nice to know how to hack and stuff, because I fucking lose passwords to my account a lot. And I thought, you know what, it's nice to have something I can hack with. You know, I'm not. It's not like I'm that worried about stuff. I need to get a new aim train. One that is like through a video game itself, like custom games or something. That way I don't have to fucking download one. Because recently I've just been having issues keeping track of my account. You just kind of gotta hope for headshots here. You kind of just gotta play games, you know. You don't really have restrictions much. You kind of just, I kind of just gotta deal with it. I've been wanting to play some Warzone recently, which I think is nice. Probably get a Nintendo Switch or something. But I'm gonna need something mobile gaming. I need some mobile games or something I can kind of like take with me. Maybe like a stream deck for PC games and stuff. And then just sort of buy games when I want to. You know, I'm not gonna be restricted as much what I want to buy, what I want to get, where I want to go next year. Though you will have some issues with it. A lot of people who don't know is that if you're wanting to go into what I'm doing, it's going to be expensive. You're going to be like dropping a few $1,000s on a van. Don't even expect them to produce their vehicles for you. They don't care about you. Although they do have company vehicles, you're never gonna be able to get one. They won't. They only give permission to use like company vehicles to their direct drivers. Meaning like if you're not like part of their direct drivers, right, and you don't have a contract with them, you won't be getting paid hourly. You'll be getting paid by the delivery, right? Which is, I mean, it's good because I can get better, but you know, people want the stable income, so people like to go directly through them. Which is why I don't like how ship companies are coming. They're slowly becoming more like freelance stuff. I mean, which is great for having workers, right? Because, you know, people like me can just start working. But because of the issue that they got, wanting to consider people employees, right? Or not. Because they had to choose whether or not they're going to be considered employees or not, right? Which is, I mean, it's still kind of fucking stupid that they have this issue, but at the end of the day, at least you're making something, right? Uh, like, I know it's not being considered an employee is horrible, but at least you make money, right? Like, all you need is to make money. It doesn't matter if you're considered an employee or not. You know, so yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. I don't see the stuff increasing much. Not being considered an employee does suck though. You can't get there's a bunch of benefits that the actual employees get from it, which everyone's like, man, oh, why would you want to ever become it? I mean, you get paid $22 an hour. Why would you want to get paid close to $22 an hour? You make like $30 per delivery. Um, although it's mostly in rural areas and single day delivery shit. Um, but there's many benefits, like the fact that you're not guaranteed an hourly wage. You're not guaranteed a vehicle, meaning they don't provide and maintain the vehicle for you, meaning that's all on you. Um, if you guys want to make tips, you have to take on food orders, which are the most annoying things because you have to wait like 3 hours in a fucking drive-through to get the fucking order because these people are fucking bastards and don't want to fucking properly do the job, you know. There's some lazy fucks sitting in their fucking McDonald's, you know, not doing their goddamn job, just fucking talking it out. Uh, the benefits of health insurance. Um, you're guaranteed to get hours, not guaranteed a schedule if you're part of their contractors, which is fucking horrible. Horrible. Everyone's like, oh yeah, it's a great job. I mean, yeah, anyone can do it. All you have to do now is be 18. Used to, you just needed to have a driver's license because you needed a vehicle and a driver's license. Now that they decide, you know what, let's allow 1 day delivery for anything that weighs more than 1,000 pounds. That's a fucking great idea. Isn't that great? And now, you have to worry if your truck's gonna go 1,500 pounds. Oh, fuck. There you go. Go, you can go. You can go. You can puppy. Yeah, I know. Like, I know it's an issue and stuff, but you have to worry if your truck gets over 1,500 pounds, or over 1,000 pounds, I guess. Um, it is ridiculous. You should not have to worry about if your truck's going over 1,000 pounds, right? It's like, what the fuck are you ordering? It's going to weigh over 1,000 pounds. You have people that order like 10 desks, and you have to fucking like 50, 60 pounds each. And if it goes over 1,000 pound mark, you have to have a commercial driver's license, which is fucking stupid. Yeah, you're driving a truck commercially. You should expect that. But I don't care. Some dude, I've seen people order like weights and stuff, like 300 pound weights. The fuck are you gonna do with that shit? Do you know how hard it is for people to pick that shit up? Oh, yeah, this. You're only supposed to be able. See, that's what I don't like about it. Is that if you are a direct employee, you are guaranteed not to lift more than 50 pounds. That is bullshit. Because it's in your contract. Right? So if you don't have the ability to lift more than 50 pounds, you're not gonna be fucked. Well, if you're the independent drivers, which there's a lot of us, alright? Trust me, independent drivers, they don't fucking care about you. And I'm just gonna rant about this. Everyone's like, wow, you got money though. It's like you get $8,000 a year. What's bad about that? Well, you know what's bad about it is having to work 12 hours a day because you're not guaranteed a fucking shift. So you're gonna be scheduling shifts after shift after shift because there's no damn way you should have to schedule as many shifts as possible. I mean, some days you're gonna be working like 16 hours a day. Some days you're gonna be working 12, and some days you're only gonna be working like 3. And then, so to make up for the money, um, when scheduling the shift, you guys work with another company. And for those of you don't understand how shipping companies work, there's like 3 of them which allow independent contractors. The main one is actually FedEx. Uh, Specifically Amazon now. Amazon's doing this too. And then you have USPS. Isn't that great? Our post office is not even using their own drivers anymore. This is horrible. I mean, yeah, it's great for me. I mean, I make more money, but still, that's fucking horrible. That's why they pay. That's why they have to. That's why they charge more for like quicker services because they can just put it on an independent contractor and not get in trouble by law if they break the law to get the package to you. I mean, that's how they get away with it. I mean, that's how they got away with it in China. That's how they're doing it now because truckers aren't wanting to fucking work for them. So they're like, yeah, we'll just send this to these independent people. We're just gonna give them like bypasses. We're gonna like make sure they're unqualified for it, and they're just gonna have to, and one day, drive like 500 miles to go deliver your package. Isn't this nice? Yeah, yeah. This is. I fucking hate this shit. Everyone is like, man, man, yeah, it's a great thing. Let me do this. You know, you, you have to supplement your income here, right? It's like you're not making money, and then you used to be able to do summer 16, right? And now you have to be 18, meaning I've been suspended for an entire year. It's fucking horrible. It's like, no, I'm 17 and all, but it's like, I just have a year, man. It's just a year. Like, it ain't gonna make a difference. Just don't give me fucking packages over 1,500 pounds, right? Like, you literally get introduced into this thing, right? You apply for the job. You just need to have a high school diploma, and you need to have some experience with driving. Guess what? You are not going to be the one doing the driving. You are going to be the one. You're going to be going on deliveries with them, first off. So whenever you start the job, right? If you're under 18, you're just doing ride-alongs. Meaning they're teaching you how to drive the trucks. They're teaching you how to unload them, load them, organize, and all of that. And then they did away with that, meaning you have to be 18 to do that. So then you were technically quote unquote demoted, but it's not really demoted. They just put you as an independent um, driver, which is how they get away with breaking the child labor laws, by the way, for those of you guys who don't understand. But then the government found out about that and they're like, well, we can't have that. And then to be an independent driver or a freelance worker or anything similar, so let's say you want to do something on Fiverr or something, you now have to be over 18 to do freelance work. You know, you can no longer have a 16-year-old say, oh yeah, I want to go get some money. You know, you borrow the dad's truck, get a lawnmower, and go mow lawns. You can't do that anymore. You have to be 18 for that shit. It is stupid because of some independent um, worker bullshit for freelancers, meaning they would take advantage of their employees and call them like an independent worker, not consider them employees. Mean they are able to get more hours out of them and must pay for them by not guaranteeing a wage. It is horrible. It is horrible. The industry is fucking disgusting. And I was like, man, there's a job shortage. Yeah, you're gonna, yeah. They can't exploit workers. They can't exploit underage workers anymore. Yeah, it's a good thing, but if you're under 18 and you want to get out of your parents' house at the age of 18, the moment you get all your freedom, also they want to increase the age that you are able to live on your own to 21. You already have to be 18 to fucking rent a house, own a house, and fucking live independently, alright? You can't do that under the age of 18. They want to increase that to 21. You used to be able to smoke at 18, now you can't. You used to be able to drink at 18, now you can't. And then that's going to be next, is the years that you're able to be independent is going to be increased to 21 as well. Which is part of their movement, like, oh yeah, our laws don't make any sense. You're able to do this at this age, this at this age, which is lower. And then the government's like, no. Like, man, maybe if there wouldn't be a teenage smoking issue if we just increase to 21. Because then you wouldn't have 18-year-olds who have friends with like 13, 15-year-olds, buying cigarettes for them. And then that increase that. And then you have the substance abuse. Well, by increasing it to 21, you will have less substance abuse. Wow. That's how they get away with it. That's how they've always gotten away with it. Yeah, wow. Okay, can my fucking Minecraft load? It's only my Minecraft that does this. I've been waiting for like 50 minutes here. Let's see how minutes. Yeah, it's been 24 minutes of me trying to fucking load Minecraft. Can you believe that shit? I'm just gonna fucking close it. Turn off this display capture. And I'm just gonna fucking go back to Minecraft. I'm gonna relaunch the launcher. To make sure that the game fucking loads. They have a bunch of other restrictions on the country right now. Um, another another thing. I don't want to kind of expose this, but they'll run under false names, meaning they'll create a fake resume with a fake name, and then they would create a fake identity for these people uh, to have them work, which I know is fucking stupid, but there are many people out there that apply to jobs under a fake name and stuff, they'll sometimes create like fake names and stuff. And because of how this whole transgenderism bullshit is going, if you're a male and you have a feminine name, you can create a fake name with a fake age, and a lot of companies are willing to hire and stuff like that. And the reason why I'm talking about this is although it is highly illegal, I wanted to talk about this. This is illegal, yet the police are, and people that are to enforce child labor laws and stuff, are giving exceptions to people like that. And I'm not talking like one or two. I mean, like, you have fucking little kids working at gay bars now. Like, that is fucking insane. That should never exist. Just because they give them a fake name and fake age and then try to say, oh, you're misgendering him, you're doing whatever. It's like, the fuck is wrong with you? That should never be a thing. Like, that shouldn't be a damn thing, right? If I can't work under 18, nor can you. Go fuck yourself. Which is like, oh man, that's not that big of an issue though, is it? It is an issue. I wouldn't be mad if this wasn't a fucking thing that was happening. If this wasn't a thing that was happening, it would be okay. But guess what is happening? This is happening, and that's not great. It's horrible for the world. And then anytime you try to talk about it on YouTube or whatever, it's actually against terms of service. Talk about this for YouTube. Well, not exactly terms of service for YouTube, but if you were to comment or tell people about it, like explicitly call them out for it, it falls under their targeted harassment. Like, how is pointing out that some people are breaking the law targeted harassment? Can someone explain to me why the fuck that's a thing? I mean, I know it's to protect people, but seriously, I mean, they can't fix it. Like, I mean, we do all that work and we can't fix a serious issue in the country. And everyone's just like, wow, so they're breaking the law there. And it's like, they don't care about you. They never did. They never did. They People don't care because it just gets them more money, right? It's like those laws are put there for a reason, yet these companies are allowed to break them because if they don't, it would run their reputation online. Like, how dare you not let this transgender, fucking non-binary thing work for you? And I'm not saying non-binary people aren't people, it's just technically, if you're non-binary, you're a thing, okay? You're not a person, you are a thing. Because by their definition, anything that's not under the category of gender is considered non-binary, meaning you are a thing. That's exactly what it means. Non-binary people are things. That's all it is. You're just a thing. Hello, thing. How are you? I'm not saying that to be rude, but that's just how it is, right? I mean, technically, if you're non-binary, you can't count as a person. You can't classify as a person because it doesn't follow. Well, I'm not going to talk about the non-binary categories. I'm just going to say this right now. These people classify any being or thing that is not able to be categorized as male, female, or anything other LGBTQ thing. So guess what? That makes every object in this world non-binary. Well, guess what? Can't be non-binary. Humans can't be non-binary. And everyone's like, why can't they be? Well, yeah, you can be gender fluid, but you're not non-binary, are you? Because I know you have a gender. It's like, do you look down? You have a wiener. You not? And it's like, cool. Everyone's like, oh man, you shouldn't say stuff like that. But is that not what they are? The things. They're fucking things. They're classified as things. And it's fucking stupid because we have the fucking. It's like, yeah, technically, yeah, that is non-binary in your category that you made up. And everyone's like, why? Why do you say that's made up? And I'm not one to talk bad about like transgender people and stuff, but it's like technically I'm not wrong though. Am I not? I mean, technically the non-binary is a category. I mean, technically, and most definitely is just uh what I would call. I don't know if I should say this online, but I'm gonna say it. I don't think you can call something that's non-binary a human because you fall under the categorization. Basically, since it was a made-up categorization, uh, for it, technically, technically, yeah, that is considered part of the binary system, is it not? Every system is binary, so meaning even these fake ones that they say is like, oh yeah, that's non-binary or whatever. I mean, technically, it's part of a binary system that you created. So by saying that's non-binary, it actually is binary all of a sudden. I mean, this whole it's non-binary bullshit is fucking stupid. And that's the only thing I don't like about the LGBT community is that they're all fucking like, man, it's non-binary, it's this, that. No, no. You saying it's non-binary makes part of a binary system, meaning it is binary. It's just not male or female, meaning it's a thing. It's a fucking thing, okay? It's like, did you not go to school? Did you not like go past the second grade? You learn this. You learn this in basic fucking education in English class. If you went anywhere past the third grade, you were taught about this. So you putting it under the classification as non-binary makes it binary. I mean, it's not binary. It's not non-binary anymore. I mean, it's no longer in the classification, so it's a thing. Okay? Like, you can't. Fuck, I'm fucking mad about this shit. That fucking pisses me off whenever I have to talk about this. It's like, you fucking. Then you have people that are saying, oh wow, you know, most people are like socialists. No. No. Everyone in America is a capitalist. You, people will say, oh yeah, well, you don't have like billionaire money, so you're obviously not a capitalist. Listen, man, everyone in this country is a capitalist. You can't deny it. You cannot deny it. Can you imagine where you would be if your job, would you have your job if you were a capitalist? No. You wouldn't be working for Walmart. You wouldn't be working for all these places if you weren't a capitalist. You wouldn't be making merchandise and charging $50 a piece for your merchandise if you weren't capitalist. That's not something a fucking socialist would do. That's something a fucking capitalist does. Alright? If you are not a capitalist, you would not do that. Right? It'd be the government selling that stuff. There is no such thing as a company in a non-capitalist and a socialist government. Alright? There is no such thing as a company. Alright? The companies are owned by the government. It's just the government. Like your phone plan, you wouldn't have Verizon or T-Mobile. Uh you'll just have fucking insert country name mobile. So you instead of T-Mobile, you'll have fucking United States Mobile. The government's already creating a fucking phone plan. Shit though. It's shit. It is absolute dog shit. For those of you guys who haven't read the reviews on the only phone plan owned by the government here in the United States, you are getting 400 kilobytes per second. That is slower than most modern networks. Meaning, even if you are a big fan of the government, you are not going to be using their fucking product. You're like, well, I'm going to still have my T-Mobile and stuff. Yeah, you vote for socialists, you're not going to have that. You're going to have this fucking shitty internet company that was created by the government. You are not going to have T-Mobile. You are not going to have fucking Verizon. You're not gonna have US Cellular. You're not gonna have any of that. You're just gonna have the United States mobile network. That shitty fucking network that everyone loves. I forgot the name of it. I think it was like Tello or something. But that's what you're gonna be stuck with. So an internet company that's seen as dog shit, and you're gonna be stuck with them. And as someone who's stuck with a shitty internet company, I understand that it is horrible not having a choice for internet companies. And if we're all going to be stuck with one network that's going to be connected, you're not going to have fun. It's not going to be enjoyable. Companies like the United Kingdom, right? They are majority capitalists. Everything they own in London, and these guys are known for pushing a socialist movement, is made from private companies. That is horrible. That should not be a thing. Right? Imagine being a country that's pro-socialist and yet everything you own is made by capitalists. Everyone's like, man, this money, man, where's it coming from? It's coming from capitalism. All right, all that money that these people are spending on their government and stuff, that's going towards funds, all their taxes, all these companies, all these jobs. You won't have a single fucking one of them. All phone carriers like Verizon and stuff, and if they do pass that, are going to be gone. All these companies that everyone works at are going to be gone. You are not going to own the means of production. Everyone's like, well, why should these private millionaires? Listen, they became millionaires because they fucking provided. They made the product. That's why they're billionaires. They aren't billionaires because they were more millionaires, alright? They were just fucking billionaires because they made a good product and they sold. I mean, that's all there is to it. And that's how it's going to be. Made an exceptional product. We rely on it. And I was like, well, why would you want that? You live in a first world country. How dare you take that for granted? I mean, shouldn't you get back? No one's going to be dying of lack of health care in the United States. I'm like, well, no free health care. Although we do have government assistance for health care. You guys do know that if you are considered disabled, I'm not going to say anything bad about this, but they have affordable insurance for disabled people, meaning if you really do need something to live, the government covers it. I mean, it's not like a secret. But it's not created by socialism. It's created by capitalism because it's still still a privately owned insurance company. And it's like, wow, health insurance, healthcare is fucking expensive. Well, yeah, you have insurance companies then, which are owned privately. But you know what they do? They have insurance companies that are owned privately that sell cheap health insurance. You can survive. And they only give it to like disabled people. You're still you're still not changing the fact that fucking health insurance is still owned privately. Like it's still owned by private people, right? I mean, you're still capitalism. Half these people that are in politics or work for companies like for Joe Biden or whatever are technically capitalists since they're working for a company owned by him. That's not socialist. It's not owned by the government. So how's that? If capitalism didn't exist, half these people wouldn't even be able to live. That's why socialism fails. That's why it's going to continue to fail. Because everyone here relies on capitalism. You get rid of it, you're going to all fucking die. Each one of you. None of you guys are going to have jobs. None of you guys are going to have food on the table. None of you guys are going to be able to survive long in the world. You're all just going to fucking die of starvation because you're not going to be able to afford food. because the company that was keeping you alive is no longer there. Everyone's like, wow, you're just an independent driver. What the fuck does that have to do with this? How the fuck does that make you capitalist? You don't work for a private company. No, yeah, I'm not an employee. I can consider my own boss. This is considered self-employment. If you're an independent driver, you're considered self-employed. Part of your own company. But since my money comes from another company, I can say I'm an employee. So I don't make hourly. It's like gonna be doing that. But you get the fucking point, you know? That's just how it works. It ain't gonna change anytime soon. It won't change anytime soon. And don't expect it to change anytime soon. So I'm playing a mobile game here. My Minecraft's not loading. I wish I could show it. But I mean, it's seriously the stupidest shit ever. You're literally oh wait. Yeah, here's another argument against socialism, I thought I'd say. Um, do you think every socialist out there is willing to sell their damn house since it was made not by the government, but by a privately owned company, and since all the materials that were produced for that company were technically made by capitalists? So technically, I mean, everyone should be selling the fucking house. Everyone that supports the socialist movement would not have a house, only in government allowed facilities. And you know how many there are. There's only like 3 of them in this entire country. I mean, there's only 3 places for housing. Yeah, so much for being privately owned, right? I mean, you privately own a house, you wouldn't be able to own a house if you were socialist. You wouldn't be able to have any of that. So technically, everything they do, every house they live in, every place they go, it's all capitalist. How's that socialist? All these socialists are like, oh wow, man, this is great. But not a single one of them are willing to sell their damn house. Not a single one of them are willing to do that. And that's just part of how the fucking party works, you know. That's just how it will be. Which is why I don't like their party, right? It's like I don't support that. You can't support a bunch of liars. You can't support a bunch of people that just tell lies all the time. It's literally the stupidest thing. Why would you support them? I mean, everything they own, everything they do is complete opposite of what they preach. You can't trust that. You can't trust that. That's the reason why it fails every time. It's because you can't trust it. I mean, here, my game up here. It's an ad right now. But you get the point, right? You can't trust that. I mean, every car they own is gonna be through it. So you're not gonna have cars. That's gonna be the thing. If you're going socialist, we won't have cars. There won't be a car manufacturer owned by the government. That's just bullshit, right? Everything that we love about the world is just not gonna exist. Which is the reason why I won't ever support it. I mean, you can't support a movement that lies to you all the time. I mean, why would you want to support that? You won't have anyone being able to build houses. Uh, all production of houses, so new houses that are built so that people can live in, is going to decrease. The housing of already built houses are going to be increasing. Means it's going to be impossible to own a house. It's going to be impossible to rent one as well. If you want to build a house, you'd have to do it illegally. Meaning, if you want to build your own house, you can't do that either. I don't see how that's good. How's that going to be good for a growing country, you know? We're going to face another housing crisis in like 10 years with that. I mean, I don't see any benefits to it. It's just causing problems, right? I mean, you won't be able to build a house legally. Farmers won't be able to do their jobs. I mean, the farms would have to be sold out to um, the government. How's that great? We're not going to have any of the food companies that exist will go. They'll disappear. We won't have food companies, so we're gonna have less food to live off of. Everyone's just gonna fucking die. Everyone's like, oh man, this is not gonna be the end of the world if it went socialist. Yeah, it would. It would very likely be the end of the world. Because I don't see how the government's going to be able to afford to buy all of those places. Are you gonna be able to buy out 100, like 1,000 companies? 1,000 different companies are all gonna want their own money, right? And if they don't comply, what are you gonna do? Force them? That'd be tyranny. That would be worse. Like if you don't want to start a civil war, you don't vote socialist, right? Everyone's like, why would you want to do that? Well, because if you have a bunch of farmers, all the farmers in the world, in their country, not wanting to farm for the country, then we won't have food. Everyone's going to be mad because they're not going to have food. We're not going to have McDonald's. We're not going to have fucking KFC. We're just going to have fucking Biden's burgers. All right, that's what we're going to have. That ain't going to be nice. You ain't going to be getting that. You ain't. So you're going to be stuck with shitty food, shitty fucking healthcare. Schools aren't going to be as great because it's all going to be public schools. So anyone that went to a public school is like, what the fuck? You know, if you go to a public school, you fucking understand how fucking horrible they really are. As someone who's private schooled, I understand that it is the benefits for it. I mean, like the first thing they taught me in mine was how to do my taxes. Who the fuck teaches that? How to calculate and pay your taxes. That is something that most schools don't do. It's not something you learn in public school. Public school, you're just gonna have a bunch of tax evaders. And then if they're wanting to push an agenda, you can't do anything against it because it's a fucking public school. Meaning, if something's wrong or there's molestation, you can't do anything against it because it's run by the government. The government won't fucking help you. And everyone's like, wow, that's just wrong. How dare you say that? And then it's true, is it not? Rehab facilities, which help struggling drug addicts and stuff, aren't going to exist. I mean, you're just going to have fucking drug addicts all over the place. Prisons aren't going to be built. So if you have prisons, um, if someone's a serial killer, they're not going to be able to have anything wrong. Like you don't really care for the people that much, do they? It's just going to be horrible. And I don't see how the government's going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to do that. You can't push a socialist movement in America. I mean, no one's going to support it. They all say they are going to support it, but they're not. You're not. Because if you fucking do this, you're going to have an entire rebellion. We're going to have another fucking civil war if they do go socialist. Everyone's like, wow, that's not going to happen. What the fuck do you mean? It doesn't matter if the mass wants this, right? Once you have it, you're going to get fucking mad. Not being able to eat your McDonald's every day, not being able to fucking go to Starbucks, get your fucking coffee like half you fuckers do. You ain't gonna be able to do it. You're all gonna fucking get mad. Each and every one of them. And I have no following, so this is never gonna be heard, but still. No one knows. No one's gonna know it. No. The truth about what's gonna happen. No ones that do know aren't gonna say anything because they're afraid of public ridicule. And I'm like, why would they do that? I mean, that's horrible, is it not? Like, why would you do that? Why is that a problem? Well, kiddos, let me explain why this is a problem. Because no one fucking knows. Everyone's too fucking stupid to understand. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna have any fucking McDonald's. We're not gonna have any fucking Starbucks. We're not gonna have anything of the case. Because it's all gonna be bought up by the government. And I highly doubt that McDonald's won't just go fucking move to India, privately own their company so that they're not illegal. Right? If McDonald's wasn't owned by an American, it'd be owned by an Indian. We'll be fucking eating mule meat, man. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice for how this country's going? Everyone's fucking supporting a movement they have no idea about. We're the most hypocritical party in the fucking political scene. I don't like the political scene right now. It's just fucking mess. You can't do it. Let me speak against it. Your fucking scene is something nice. It's like, you have politicians who don't even fucking read their bills, which are being enforced. It's a horrible mess, man. Oh, I forgot to turn on that. I turned that on. I wonder when my Minecraft's gonna load. I think it's loading still. I think it's almost done. You think Minecraft's almost done loading, man? Oh yeah, all those video game companies that everyone loves, right? You're not gonna be able to play those video games either. Meaning all these people that play video games, you're not gonna have video games to play anymore. All those game studios are just gonna disappear. We should be going for a free market, not fucking. I was like, man, this our entire thing is just ran by two fucking millionaires. Yeah, but fair enough to be on a fucking government and political party. I mean, shit. I see how you can't do anything. There we go. Oh, fuck. Well, what's that? There. I mean, it's literally the party of hypocrites. I mean, you literally have. You know, it's literally a fucking mess. I mean, it's literally a political party of morons. It's literally the biggest liars in the world. I mean, half of them. Can you imagine? Everyone got mad at me at fucking Donald Trump, right? For in a fucking political feast, right? He had a bunch of fucking Burger King from McDonald's, right? That's great. Great way to show your capitalism. I mean, you buy them from a capitalist country. Tough. All these companies, all these actors, right? Your actors aren't going to be there. YouTube won't be a thing, by the way, guys. For those of you guys who don't know, if the country goes socialist, Google won't be a thing anymore. It'll be owned by the government. So we won't have Google. We won't be able to use Google. You won't be able to use YouTube. You won't be able to use any of that, except for social medias and stuff created by the government. I want everyone to know that it's gonna be that hard doing all your social media stuff. All these fucking people that are YouTubers and stuff. You won't be able to have your job. Those people that do YouTube as a job, you're capitalist. You wouldn't be able to do YouTube as a job if you were a socialist. That's the thing. You want to do YouTube as a job? You want to do any creation, acting? Guess what? It has to be a company owned by the government. You have to act for a company owned by the government. Do strict stuff. And if there's a phone call, don't worry about it. We have other stuff in this. Okay. Our phones aren't going to be the same either. We're just going to have, we should have fucking, we should have a bunch of, then you have the other stuff, which is what everyone does. Everyone thinks that, production and stuff of being owned by the government is better than having 2 billionaires. Let 2 billionaires be the head of it, right? Well, we needed a real free market, but we're not going to get it. Come back. Alright, 34 minutes off, sure. That's not bad. I don't know how to make this feasible. Alright, what's that? I'm about 4. Let's see what all I have left. I don't have much cobble left. Oh yeah, wood though. About 6. Holy shit, I just see a fucking... Yeah, that's that. Alright. I need a... Yeah, more of this, all of this dirt here. And part of the reason why specialist stuff is going to be horrible is we're not going to have auto manufacturers, right? I think that's going to be the biggest critical point for it. Is if we're not going to have auto manufacturers, it's going to be a luxury on the car, right? Isn't that horrible? If something that's considered a necessity becomes a luxury, that's going to be horrible. And then no farmers, nothing. Let's just hope the people that are in charge of buying like an auto manufacturer from as a government aren't horrible. They make shitty cars, that'd be hilarious. I can see that happening though. No one sees it as a crisis yet, but it is going to become a crisis. And those that say, oh yeah, it's never going to happen. You're misunderstanding what it means. I'm not. You're not going to get any luxury items. The rich aren't going to pay for it. The only way that you can have rich pay for something like that is if they just donate it all to you. If people aren't willing to sell their houses, they aren't willing to do anything beneficial for society, so why should we have to deal with that? Then this is going down to bedrock, and then I need to go up to the height limit on the outside of it. So I need to get cobblestone in the corners, prepare stuff for like a dungeon or whatever, and then some other stuff for this thing. I'm also going to prepare farms in the middle, and I'm going to run my entire base out of this like thing I'm mining out here. So I need XP as well in this game. Alright, fuck this shit. This shit only happens in Minecraft. That's why it only happens in Minecraft. Oh yeah. But you get the fucking point, right? And we're not gonna have anything like great coming out of this thing. I'll run a 5 block high, 10 blocks for a farm, and then I'll run another 10 blocks for a thing, and then we're gonna run a giant storage room. And that's just gonna be how it is. What else when you get? Another goddamn fucking... Yeah. I'm gonna get iron stuff, I guess. I have enough for a fucking iron shovel or two. I'm sure I could get one. Alright. That's good enough. I may go for it. I already have an iron pick. I don't have a stone sword though. I need a stone sword, but you know what? Doesn't matter. So like, don't share misinformation. It's not misinformation. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go back. You know what they do need? I want to start a non-profit myself, which is cheap quality goods, where I build like gaming computers and like good phones and stuff for like really cheap. Like I'm talking like iPhone like 12s for like $100, so that people aren't fucking. I swear to God, I have a fucking issue with all this shit again. How the fuck am I? I don't know what the fuck causes that, but that's a problem. I don't like the buggy shit this is causing. Okay, that's fucking horrible. Alright. How many times am I gonna have to fucking replace all this dirt? I swear to God, if I have more bugs like this in the future, I'm gonna be mad. And everyone's like, oh wow, you're not gonna, like, cheap goods. Like, yeah, I wanna sell, like, iPhone 14s at, like, $100. Do you think anyone's gonna ever want that? Everyone's like, I want quality goods. It's like, Yeah, I know you want cheap quality goods, but guess who's gonna have to pay for it? Someone else is gonna have to pay for those cheap quality goods. Because, you know, it's not gonna be like a thing. You know? It's like maybe if we can manufacture that for like a given price, which is like $100, what it really takes to make some of that stuff, like good quality goods. Especially in the computer market, it's not that expensive to make like good quality goods. Except you have to run the manufacturing yourself, make a deal with the manufacturer to get them at retail price, you know, cheapen all that stuff. But it's gonna be expensive if you want to run a non-profit like that. I was like, man, loan companies, man, how the fuck do they make money? They make money off you paying interest. That's how they do it. They fucking take you at court and shit, and it's like, yeah, what do you expect them to do? I mean, doesn't that matter. You have a bunch of other stuff in the country that you have to worry about, bro. I assume I'm gonna make more content on the dogs. It's gonna be cute. I wanna put more content of Shiloh and Puppy and, some other stuff. Um, Other than that, I mean, it's not even that bad to deal with. I mean, a lot of the time you have to deal with stuff. I mean, others don't have to. I mean, if you want to sell cheap quality goods, you're gonna be fucking out of money, dude. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. So what's causing that? Alright, yeah, it's shit there, right? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this game and why it does it sometimes, where it, like, won't... I don't understand it. Well, I guess some do. Well, while I'm on that note, I'm gonna talk about this as well. What the hell are we gonna do about I need to get signs. That's what I need to get. I forgot. I need to do something about all that. Basically, right now there's a bunch of issues with how this world's going. It's gonna be a mess. Alright, so right now we need to go whoop. And I think that should not give enough. Yep, 2. Alright, that should give me 6. That shouldn't. I don't think that'll be enough. That'll be enough to do some of it. I mean, technically, yeah, that's what you have to do. You know what? I'll say, yeah, string doesn't work. Come on, why the fuck is this always causing problems? I lost a time there, that's fine. You know, I find it really difficult how much my computer just struggles to keep up with stuff. I think it's because I'm fucking having issue with my processor, but oh well. And like I said, that's just what you have to do. That's a cool thing that you can do with Minecraft here. Like I do this on all levels, so I'm gonna go all the way down. The line here. I'm just gonna add something, and that's just what's gonna hold that up. We can do the same on this side over here, by the way. Alright, here, I need to do it here as well. And that's gonna be it. Alright, is all the dirt removed? All of the dirt is removed, I think. I think all the dirt is removed finally. I think. Yeah. Wow, holy shit. I actually got it all removed. Oh, no, there's still a little bit. Doing all the stuff to some down here, and then there's a bunch of mining I need to do. Okay, why the fuck is this happening? That works fine. Alright, so basically now we have all of this done. And we have some other stuff done on here. This stuff is gonna go a bit quick now. So we just need a bit more, I need to add a big sign on the side as well. That'll hopefully make it just look that much better. It'll make it look weird, but you know what? Who am I to criticize people on how they build their stuff? I mean, I do just play Minecraft all the time. I don't play much video games though. I need to play some CSGO. That might be fun. I'll do that here in a second, I guess. We're gonna talk about this as well, since there's an issue with how the fuck I'm gonna be doing stuff. A bunch of stuff is changing in the world, right? I mean, you can't prevent change, but there's still gonna be issues. Like, I'm playing Minecraft here for fun. Like, it's the only thing I do for fun here. And I still play Minecraft to this day. I still love this game. I mean, it's a game that never changes. That's just why I like it. It's like people who don't play Minecraft won't understand like the joy of just playing Minecraft. Also, look at all those goddamn cows here. Like, look at all that shit. Like, that is amazing. How much more should I have to do? I'm just gonna slaughter them soon anyway. For XP, of course. Oh, that's all of that. I have some loot somewhere. Here it is. Yep, come here. Some of these fucking animals here. Like, I'm literally just gonna run half the thing. Yeah, there's almost 30 of them. So here we have our little farms over here, the village over there. Very much, I really like in the... Well, yeah, there is that over there, I guess. But this is like a mess. This needs to be, like, done in. I want to pimp out this well, make it look a bit nicer, make this look a bit nicer as well. and kind of redo some of these villagers' houses, and then kind of make it look a bit better, which I think might be nice. Also, how many animals I have, how I kill some. Which might sound bad, but you know what? I don't care. It's a video game. You think I care about that? Well, but I gotta wait for those two to grow up. I'm running. And whilst we're in that, in the scope of saying that, let's see what type of stuff I can do. No, show off. Alright. I said some wild shit today. I'm sorry about that. We got the mine down here, which is going pretty well. I mean, it's kinda gonna be in the way of this, but you know what? I can easily make this look better. I can easily make it go down this way, and then part way before it reaches this, hit a drop here, and then it can go that way. Which I guess I can do right now, I guess, right? Alright, that's where the line is. Yeah, right there is the line, isn't it? Yep, that's the line. There. That can just stay there. I can mine that out. That's all gonna be destroyed anyways. Don't put me doing that. Then I just need to go here. Right now I'm just going as is, but you'll just go down there, and then you'll fall into like a small pit of water, and then it'll. And 6 blocks, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just 1 block off. And that's how we do that. That'll make it look nice, and then it'll just go straight down. So. That with ladders or something. I'll just have ladders on the side so if you go down the middle, you just go fall straight down. It's not gonna kill you. I mean, yeah, you just do this. You put ladders on the side, and that kind of just makes you go up. Like a. You know what? I don't even care. That's just 4 blocks. Alright, that's gonna be the end of this live stream. I said some wild shit. I don't think I can do much for it. I mean, that's just it. Here's the thing, you gotta get shit done. Gotta finish mining all this out. I'm gonna do a bit off camera, I guess, before I get bored. I'm already bored as fuck. I mean, whenever you're sick as fuck, you're already gonna be bored. So, like, all you get is sleep. Sleep. I'll see you finish this. I'm too lazy though. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. So yeah, 1 hour streaming, 2 hour streaming.